Hi guys, I am Jadhav. Welcome to my YouTube channel KJ.TUTORIAL. Today we will talk about nested loop. A nested loop is a loop within a loop, an inner loop within the body of an outer loop. Which means that if you are using for loop within while loop, then you can say that loop as a nested loop. The syntax of nested loop is, if you are using for iterating variable in the particular sequence, then colon with indentation gap for iterating variable in sequence, then particular statements with the respective indentation gap. If you are using while loop, then while your expression, indentation gap your another while expression, and then with the respective indentation gap your statements. Then the working of a nested loop. For each element in the sequence, is this the last element of the outer loop? Then if it is yes, then it will end the outer loop. If it is no, then it will go to the inner loop. If the inner loop is executed, then it will again go to outer loop. If it is not executed, then it will again execute the inner loop statements. You'll get to know how it works with the help of examples. We can use these nested loops in the expressions like this. If you want to create some Python program patterns like this, then you can use this nested loop. As an example, let's see how to create this pattern using Python. Now let's see how this example will work. Let's create I is equals to 1. Then for I in range 10, in range 10 means in the range of 1 to 10. Then for j in range of I, which means that j in range of also 1 to 10, then print star which ends with some gap and then print some gap. You can check here the indentation gap is according to the for loop. And if I just run this code, you can see that particular structure. So what happened? First it came as I is equals to 1 and j is equals to also 1. Then it printed this star, which means this first star. Then it came to next line and printed 2 j's, which means 2 stars, which means this, and then it came till the 9th star. So this is how this nested loop program works. Now let's see the question in this nested loop. So the first question using nested loop is, write a program which gives output as below: 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2 and so on up to like this. So let's see how this code will run. We have initiated I is equals to 1, and then for I in range 6, which means from 1 to 5, and then for j in range I, which means in the range of I, print j with end is equals to some gap and then print some gap. And then as I told you in the last video, if we take like this 6, 1, minus 1, this 6 is the starting value, this 1 is the ending value, and this minus 1 is the gap between them. So rather than going from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it will come from 6, which means 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it will print these values. So let's execute this code and see what happens. Boom, we got the output as we expected. So this is where it started: 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means it came till here. Now to go back, it started like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2 and 0, 1. So this is how we program this nested loop using for loops. Now let's see the next question. So the next question is, write a program which gives only even numbers as output. We know that we have to use while loop for this question. But before going to solution, I would like to give you one important term as break statement. So what is this break statement? The break statement terminates the current loop and resumes the execution to the next statement. The working of this break statement is, it will enter to the loop, it will test the expression. If the expression is true, it will break. If the expression is false, it will exit from the loop. and then it will go to the next statement after that particular loop. So this is how this break statement works. So let's see how to solve that particular question. So this is the code for that particular question. Here we are going to take the range of 2 to 5 and we are going to find out the even numbers in that range. So let's take number is equals to 2 while number is less than 5 means 2, 3, 4. While number percentage 2 is equals to 0, which means if modulus equals to 0, then print the number is even. So this is the new type of print statement I am going to tell you. So in this type of print statement, you can use plus string of number plus, which means this number will be there as a string. So the output will be the number is even number. So this is how this print statement will work. And then it will break and then again it will come in this while loop and it will go to the next number, which means for example if it terminates for 2, then again it will come, it will check for 3, it will come, it will check for 4, it will come, it will check for 5. With the incrementation, number is equals to number plus 1. So let's run this program. See, you can find out the number 2 is even, the number 4 is even. So this is how break statement works. Now let's see the today's homework question. So the today's homework question is write a program using a nested loop to find the prime numbers from 2 to 100. I hope you have learned a lot from this video. See you in the next video where I am going to tell you about how to define functions. Till then, stay safe, stay home, and please don't forget to like, subscribe and share to my YouTube channel KJ.TUTORIAL.